good to go. We're just going to be starting this cast right off. Starting a little later in the day than we normally would, but that's okay. Would you like to activate Bonjour? No. Alright. And we have 2 groups we're going to cover today. First one, let's go ahead and put that splash screen up now that the game's ready. Our first one is going to be GOSU versus 4 pool Lifeguards. This is going to be a tier 3, tier 2 match? I actually don't remember. I don't know if I took notes on what tier this is. Yeah, this is going to be our first match from week 2. GOSU versus 4 pool Lifeguards is going to be a tier 2 match with Aszriel versus Character, CamoDaZ versus Effay, and OttoRemmer versus Packrat. With that, we're just gonna name them all after me. Today, every unit is Dada. Redeemed a unit name. Dada. That is unit name singular. Listen, if you want to gift, if you want to use all your channel points to name every single unit, you get 1 worker per game for coming in so early. That's what you'll. that's your legacy. Yeah, so we're gonna just go ahead and hop into it. Our first match of the day is gonna be a TVT. Aszriel versus Oh my god, wait, hold on. Oh, we have a TVT and 2 ZVZs. Dada. This is, I redeemed it for 7,806. All right. Yeah. Okay, you'll have. Wait, hold on. 7,860, 641, 78,000. That's a lot of units. Okay. You know what? Sure. I like your. Oh shit! I didn't set the screen thing because OBS updated. Now it's all terrible. Okay, this should work. Yes, we're. Oh god. Whoa. Whoa. Wait. A stream. Open it. Okay, no, the thing is up. Okay, we're good. All right, in the top right corner of Butter, we have our yellow Terran player, Nom.Character. And the bottom right, we have our green player, Aszriel. We did it. So we're going to... The first SCV to build each supply depot is going to be our Dada SCV. Oh. So there's 1 Dada. And there's 2 Dada. So we have our SCV selected. We shall keep track of them. Ensure that they live, hopefully. And, yeah. That's gonna be where we're at. Just gonna wait and see where this game goes from here. We have a barracks being built by Character and by Aszriel blocking in their main base. That will help prevent any early aggression from coming in and completely eliminating all of them. Yeah, good, you know, they are definitely building their structures, as you do. Alright, we have our first scouting SCV. That is not a Dada, but that does not mean they are. Scimo, when you turn your head, it's like negative 40 decibels. Oh my god. Wait, really? Like, so if I'm like over here, it's not even, that is a lot lower, dang. Okay. I think I'm getting a headset myself also. Well, I got like a whole ass. Oh, that would probably explain that this mic doesn't have things on the sides, so there's no thing to catch it. Yeah, no, I got a actual ass microphone because I was like, you know what? I felt like doing that. And also the headset picks up a lot of unintended noise. Yeah. Let's put that pop filter back on. Oh jeez. Neither of our scouting SCVs were Dadas. What are our Dadas doing right now? They're in the mineral line. They're safe. They're feeling good about it. They're like, you know what? I am not worried about vultures coming in and killing this entire unit of SCVs. Okay, CC going down for Aszriel, character. Character chasing the SCV of Aszriel away and is beginning to prepare their own command center. Yeah, headset mics are like fine generally. Ooh. Oh, that's you don't want that. It's a pretty forward data. Yeah. I think this data is just trying to scout and keep a good idea of what their opponent is doing. There are already like 2 vultures out, so this data probably won't get much scouting done, but it can maybe like, you know, park over by the 3rd base and, you know, at least keep that timing down. Meanwhile, Aszriel is going for like some tanks and stuff, whereas character is just going full 3, 2 Actually, no, hold on. Character has a like a Goliath drop build that they've done pretty semi-frequently, at least during the CPL 8 that I remember casting a whole lot of, and that build is really mean. Yeah, so you can see character going for the Goliaths. And so getting like the Goliath, as it turns out, Goliath drops are actually really friggin' good, because the big weakness of the Goliath is that they get completely wrecked by like siege mode. But with the dropships, you have a lot of movement that you can do. Now, the base on Butter is pretty small, so it will be a bit of a trick to get, it will be a bit of a trick to, like, find a place to drop the Goliaths that they won't be within shelling range. But I think that should be fine. Aszriel knows what's coming. So I guess the big question, is that on fire? Yeah, it's on fire. He doesn't need to kill it anymore. So I guess the big question really at this point... Oh, and Aszriel, in fact, getting Charon boosters and their own Goliath. So that really is going to be able to spot and shoot down any dropship. The barracks does go down. I think the Aszriel is going to have to rebuild it, otherwise they're going to be stuck on 2 factories. But characters' barracks will be going down as well. Character adding on a 3rd factory before that happens. The dropship comes out, so they will be going in for the drop soon. But with now 2 Goliaths and 2 Marines out, I don't know if this dropship is actually going to be able to get too much damage done. Barracks does go down. Siege tanks set up on the front. They canceled the building they started here, so that now vultures aren't going. That's so smart. They like built the building so that vultures couldn't run by, because they needed to evacuate the Marines and take the Goliaths to kill the barracks. But now here comes this reposition. See, yeah, this is just so smart by Aszriel. The character's going to lose all 4 of these Goliaths basically for free. They get 1 Marine, and that's kind of it, and they're going to lose the entire thing. That is such good play. Really great response from Aszriel, and that really puts character on the back foot here of trying to figure out where they need to take this game next. So they're going to keep building drop ships. I imagine they're probably just going to maybe go for a dropship heavy since they're already down that tech path. But yeah, Aszriel, really solid. They're really probably ahead at this point. They're a few workers behind, but losing all of that, yeah, I don't know why he did. Yeah, I guess that works. Scans going down. I think that's on Aszriel's side. Looks like Aszriel just scanned the main there. And here comes the big push from character. A lot of mech, but with only... Yeah, actually, character only has one siege tank. If they get the siege mode on the high ground, it could be an alright fight, but Aszriel's pushing up, and yeah, they won't even need to siege these tanks to push this entire army back. Yeah, so much of that money was invested in Goliaths that at this point character can like probably just come back, siege up the tanks in their natural, and that kind of is like all that they are going to... They'll be able to defend, but once Aszriel kind of gets into the tech where they'll be able to push through. Oh, big pull on the boys here. Going to try and take out something, but that is not what you want to see. Character being really aggressive with the SCVs of like going so far out. They really don't need to. That's really rough. You usually probably want to wait until your opponent is like sieging up in this area before you pull the SCVs. But yeah, now he's going to move his siege tanks up and just, you know, defend the choke, defend this sort of this circle right here. And from here, it really is kind of Aszriel's game to lose. They're getting their third base. Character has a dropship set up. It doesn't have anything in it, though, so it really is just threatening. This is a scouting dropship. You know how in, like, Warcraft 2, you can build the gnomish flying machines or the goblin zeppelins? That's what this is. Oh my god, character's even... Okay, no, I thought this was a CC being built, but Aszriel is just building a NG bay to block the command center from coming down. Yeah, character's still getting a bunch of drop ships. Looks like they're probably going to try and go for like a vulture drop in the main. Yeah, Aszriel's going to come over, start laying spider mines down here. A missile turret is going up to scare away the command center. That's huge. Yeah, Aszriel in a really dominating position this game. Character technically has the even supply, but I'm not really sure where character supplies are at. There's another dropship. Looks like we have a couple full dropships heading down. They're probably going to be able to at least deny this third. But if they push forward and hit the main, big transfer there. But if Aszriel doesn't respond and pull these SCVs back, there's going to be a lot of not happy workers. Not happy Dadas. Just at the nick of time, right before all of them ran into the siege tank, they were retreated. Yeah, but this area is going to be secured for character, I guess. You know, a lot of spider mines, really annoying to deal with, especially with the tanks back up here. So, yeah. Some scans going off. And here comes a push by Aszriel, catching the siege tanks just as they're unsieging. And that's gonna be a retreat from character. Character's getting another command center in a strange position. Not sure why they would build it there, since they would probably want to try expanding this way. Maybe they're just going to use 2 command centers to get over here. Alright, scans in the main. Fans on the natural. Oh, and here comes the push. Yeah, Aszriel's weakening up the siege tanks at the front, dropping vultures on them. Oops, sieging up in range, that's never good. Oh, nice siege. Oh, and here comes a big drop to clear this area, but the problem is there are spider mines all over, and that's going to be a lot of damage. Okay, luckily they can take them out. So this area should now be cleared for Aszriel, or for character, and they can try and float a command center. The problem is that they really don't have the supply lines to defend this, as the siege tanks out here in the middle are splitting characters' forces in two. We have a couple extra dropships loaded with units, and it looks like they're just going to drop on these siege tanks in the main and deal a bunch of damage to them. And they're just going to get away with it because of that range. Unfortunately, they aren't going to quite make it. And then the drop in the SCV line was a little weird. But I mean, it does still keep character off from expanding here. And Aszriel is just powering up on 3 bases. Scans out in the middle of nowhere, probably looking for a hidden expansion. We do not find it. Character running out of minerals in their main. Aszriel kind of is as well, but they have a third set up. Oh, vulture drop. Unfortunately, it gets taken out pretty quickly. And we can see character somehow just has way more supply. I think it might all be in vultures, but this is some fastest maps macro here. You know, the 30 extra Terran supply is pretty huge, and we can actually maybe even see, and I bet this dropship is it's not full of SCVs. So I have to think that maybe it was full of SCVs. Instead, character is going to do a transfer through a siege tank line, and that is not going to... Oh, poor Donos. That is a lot of free kills on these tanks. But character is going to try to also basically split the attention and try to move a CC over that way as well. The worker count has the thing that goes up and down seesawed in Aszriel's favor. The character has a lot of dropships though. Mass dropship is such an interesting style in TVT. It's very effective when it works because it just gives the Terran it gives the Terran so much extra mobility, and this is a really weird attack in. They lose all the dropships. The tanks kind of get thrown away for free. So that was kind of a blunder there from Aszriel. And so now character is basically taking their fleet of mostly vultured up dropships, but there's a few siege tanks sprinkled in there. And it looks like we're going for a doom drop on the main because most of Aszriel's forces are out here on the map. And I mean, with this, oh no, he needs to unload, he needs to siege the tanks. Okay, yeah, that's a big siege. Tanks are siege, and Aszriel is going to have to pull back the majority of their army. Spider mines being laid down, that is huge. Siege tanks are taking out the tanks that are sieging up in the main, and like I said, there are just a lot of spider mines going down. Oh my god, so many SCVs get taken out by the mines there. This is pretty crazy. I'm not sure how effective this is. All the factories are still standing, and they're at pretty high health. Mostly just took out missile turrets and pulled Aszriel back from the main. But quite a few SCVs died there. I mean, that seesaw is back at even now, in character's favor, slightly, just from all the datas. Oh, and then also every time the siege tanks are coming out, like they're going to get slightly damaged, and that's going to delay how much they can push. And so character is just going to keep up that macro. Oh, he's going to Aszriel going to push up this third. Unfortunately, there's really no way to save it at this time. I wonder if that drop, it probably could have been used to break this army, and that would have maybe been more valuable. Like, this was potentially a game-winning drop here if Aszriel didn't respond how they did, and if the drop was able to kind of get full control of the main base. But the issue is that the follow-up to that drop not working is going to be a lot weaker, and they're going to have to try and break this line of siege tanks, which they definitely have the possibility to do if these dropships are mostly full up, and they are. So I definitely could see, yeah, if they just come like right here and drop in this area right here, that would be a really good play. So let's see. It looks like that might be what they're going for, or they might just be running around, and it looks like characters just can keep trying to play this really aggressive circumvental style and move around the army of Aszriel. Now here comes presumably a vulture drop. Nope, siege tanks primed up. They're going to drop on top of the siege tanks in character's main, but again, like, taking the splash damage, that was trading 2 siege tanks for 2 siege tanks, and now Aszriel is going to try and bully their way into the expansion of character. And, I mean, they're going to just kind of get it for free. We do have a bunch of siege tanks just kind of around the base. No spider mines to delay this attack. But here comes a big push in by character into this natural with not a lot at home to defend. I say not a lot, but there's still plenty of siege tanks left here. And, I mean, the unfortunate thing is when you're dropping in these tight spaces with so many dropships, you're not really getting everybody out. Unless, of course, you are, but, I mean, yeah, no, see, there's a bunch of units stuck up in here. You're dropping in a tight space, so these few siege tanks really took care of almost this entire drop because they were all so clumped up. Whereas, like, if you had just dropped on the siege tanks out in here, your units would have spread apart, and that would have been a bit, like, more effective, right? And then once you break this contain, you already have the command center over here ready to land. You already were taking this area, and you would have been able to defend it, and then you would have gone up to 4 bases. As is, though, it looks like character's economy is just going to be completely ruined from this point forward. They are mining no resources. The 90 supply is the 90 supply they get, and Aszriel is just going to be able to start just moving their units across the map and attacking them. And that is going to be GG here in just a moment. Go. That's our game. Game 1, Aszriel takes it pretty steadily. There were definitely a lot of moments character had. The game was fairly even, but ultimately, I think it was just kind of a strategic mishap on character's side. Which they like playing that really aggressive style, that drop heavy, I'm gonna like just come in and try and knock you out of the game. But Aszriel was playing just a bit too secure for that, and so character wasn't able to get their win out of there. Yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and hop into our second game. Character versus Aszriel. Aszriel on match point, and we'll see if character ties it up, or if Aszriel comes out on top in a clean 2-0. In the top right of Polypoid, we have Nom.Character playing as the yellow Terran. In the bottom left, we have Aszriel playing as the orange Terran. Starting with several datas. air in play. Our scouting dadas go to the top left. They aren't going to see anything, but they will see each other. Do a little tango, as they are going to then move out and continue on their separate ways. Character not pulling SCVs off of gas is probably going to go for that 2-factory Goliath build that they went their first game. I don't have any particular reason to claim that other than it's a style that character really likes, and it's very effective when it works. We just saw Aszriel got that scout in and knew what was coming, and so they were able to, and they responded to it very well. There's the second factory for character started up, as Aszriel is going for their expansion. Oh, nope. Character actually is going for 2-fact Vulture. Another very effective strategy here. I say 2-fact Vulture. I just meant they're going 2-fact. There's a siege tank out. You know, we have spider mines and now siege mode starting. There's a bit of a supply block there, and I think, yeah, character's just gonna go straight up, just gonna go push. I mean, they're gonna have to start the push pretty soon, because if Aszriel gets their siege mode up, which they might already have actually, with the 2 machine shops, I didn't see it start, but I can't imagine they're delaying it too much. But they're getting double Goliath, which is probably the correct response to seeing so many vultures. And now it's just going to be a matter of character getting across the map and sieging up this base. Looks like they're building a second bunker to just help delay it as long as possible. Here are the... Ooh, that spider mine, so close. Really great targeting from Aszriel, picking off the mines so that they don't explode and take out all the SPVs. But here comes the siege tanks. This one's Siege is in a bit of an unfortunate position, but that's okay. It could get moved up eventually. Vulture speed starting as well. Targeting down the SCV is a really good play there. Oh, he was going to move the barracks over so the SCVs couldn't come and heal it. That's pretty smart. Now, I don't know why the Vultures are attacking in. I guess it's just to put out as much extra damage as possible. You can see a missile turret started here and then it did not finish. But yeah, they're just going to keep pushing, but Aszriel has gone up to 4 T-Tanks at this point, so they're going to be able to really just kind of push this back, and I think this push is going to probably just fall on its face here for a moment. Keep a bit of a contain, but Aszriel's okay with just powering up on 2 bases. They have a worker lead, they have the siege tank lead, and this attack really just isn't getting what it wants to get done. It is Aszriel's turn to push out and try to gain map control, and they're just going to be looking to try to make this game look like game 1, where they just move out, keep character contained on 2 bases, and then defend from anything that character tries to do to break that. Character once again kind of, ooh, they're attacking all the way up the science facility. Is that hidden on the map somewhere? Or is that this building? Yeah. So character said, you know what? I'm just going to get battle cruisers. I respect that. Science facility is up. Wraiths coming out, actually. It's okay, character. We believe you. It wouldn't unload. Yes, that's interesting. Character's getting Wraiths, and then Aszriel's getting Wraith Cloaking. So I think they might just both be going for Wraith play, but character just not getting the upgrade. Goliath comes up, it's going to clean tear through it. It's 24 damage per shot. Pretty good. There it goes. Did his best. Oh, hidden base coming up here, but Aszriel is going to take care of it, take it out. And now we have both players getting Wraith. But with the Goliaths that Aszriel has out, I mean, with the Goliaths both players have out, I don't know if there's really a lot either can do with them. Yeah, Aszriel just... I don't think... Actually, yeah, character doesn't have any comsat stations built, so it is just Aszriel scanning, checking for, you know, hidden bases in the corners or anything. Anything that would indicate that character's, like, ahead of them economically, or in terms of map control. Drop. That is quite effective. Fire mine basically two characters. Siege tanks. Yeah, I mean, just like looking at the mini map down here, like you can really just Aszriel's just all over the place. Character finally getting the 4th base up as well, so getting on par. It feels like their macro is about even, if maybe even just like slightly in character's favor on the macro. But it's just Aszriel is making a bit cleaner plays and like attacks and strategies, and that's giving them the edge that's pushing them over the top in this game. Lots of Wraiths coming out. Really shouldn't get too much done. There's missile turrets all over the place. Oh. Oh. Oh! Oh my god. The luck on that timing. God, you lose a Wraith for 2 dropships. Ooh. Has some unfortunate unit placement here. Oh, they're trapped between the SCVs and the siege tank. Oh no. Building exit blocked. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, then I guess it did build finally. Ooh, that's rough. Oh jeez. That's a lot. Okay, he finally does have a comsat station, but that was like 4 drop ships. That's not good. This probably is going to be the beginning of the end here for character, losing this base. Another set of dropships taken out in the bottom. We've reached 11,000 minerals in the bank for Aszriel. Nothing in production. Character's gonna try for a counter attack, but I mean, I don't know if they can break this, especially as we're kind of blocking off all the possible reinforcements out they could have. And that's going to give Aszriel a 2-1 victory in our first match of the day. Yep. I'm sorry, a 2-0 victory. I don't know, 2 to they beat one opponent twice victory. Got him. GG's. That was a tearing game. Our next match, our next two matches actually, with CamoDaZ versus Effay and OttoRemmer versus Packrat, are both going to be Zerg versus Zergs. The ZVZ, the best matchup in the game, the most fun, the most entertaining, the highest hype, the greatest. Dada saying I love playing ZVZ. Dada, brother, I love watching them. So here we go. Top right with purple CamoDaZ, and the bottom right we have the red Effay. But now we just wait to see what our players will be doing. I hope we see a 4-pool, but I guess we won't because they built drones. Overlord's running out the scout first thing, and then we're going to be seeing some Zerglings, and then we're going to be seeing some Utahlisks. Probably. Camo with the 12 pull. Yeah. First set of Zerglings coming out for Effay. First set of Zerglings starting for Camo with the expansion coming up. Overlord is about to scout the hatch. Finally getting Zergling speed up. These Zerglings should hatch before this base gets up. We only have 4 of them. The last pair is a little late, and it is not going to be Zergling speed, but a faster lair. So now this is really going to come down to who gets a better fight here. Is 6 Zerglings versus 6 Zerglings. And they're just going to both be kind of poking and prodding at each other, waiting to see who gets the better arc when they do eventually commit to the fight. Right now it looks like CamoDaZ is kind of like setting up their Zerglings in a really weird V-shaped thing that isn't going to really work out. Effay bringing up the extra Zerglings. He's going to start putting pressure on the hatchery, and a lot of the not a great engagement there from CamoDaZ. But Effay is just keeping bringing their Zerglings. First Zergling falls. That is going to be a casualty for Effay. And as they're going to come up, CamoDaZ is just going to keep taking pretty good fights. The damage is going to spread across all their lings, but eventually the overwhelming numbers of Effay are going to take out the Zerglings of CamoDaZ, and that is going to have to push CamoDaZ further back. But as soon as this hatch respawns, they started the Zergling, and so that is going to give CamoDaZ the base advantage here. Both players getting their lair out pretty fast. Oh, that's not good. Both players getting their lair out about the same time. Effay getting their creep colony up because they probably are going to have to go into... they're probably going to have to... Well, for one, they'll need to build a sunken colony to defend against the overwhelming power of CamoDaZ, because CamoDaZ has 2 hatches pumping Zerglings, and you can see that now CamoDaZ has actually completely seesawed the amount of Zerglings they have in their favor. And, I mean, they might just run across the map and see what damage they can get done. Effay's going to have to be on the defensive now, and they're going to have to be on the defensive. They do have a slight drone lead, but with 3 drones in production by CamoDaZ, they're going to have 4 drones in production by CamoDaZ. They're going to be able to start producing a lot more, especially with 2 hatcheries. CamoDaZ is going to jump in, come into the base. Looks like they got a pretty good arc there, but Effay is going to retreat to the sunken colony, and CamoDaZ shouldn't be able to keep this fight going. Meanwhile, CamoDaZ putting up their own defenses of their own. And with their Spire on the way, they should have enough for a couple Mutalisks. Effay is saving a lot more for that initial Muta drop. $13 drones to 10 is a pretty insane advantage for CamoDaZ there. Effay gonna try to just poke out. Muta started for CamoDaZ. Muta started for Effay. CamoDaZ is a little bit later, right, Dada? But again, Effay, who's been kind of saving a bit more minerals, they don't have the Zerglings, or they don't have the drones. They're 3 drones behind, so they can build a few more Mutalisks up immediately. They're gonna focus on getting that Overlord killed first. That is going to be a slight supply block on CamoDaZ there. And now, we're going to see another supply block on Effay as well, 25. So we should be seeing Effay try and just move out and, you know, take a fight at some point. They have a slight lead in the amount of Mutalisks that they have, but again, CamoDaZ with 2 hatcheries are going to be able to outproduce them here. So if Effay doesn't take a fight soon, they will just get overwhelmed by the power that CamoDaZ can put out. Yeah, Dada, you're completely right. Camo just basically has to not die, which is looking like what is going to happen. They have 2 Mutalisks about the pop. They have 4 Mutalisks about the flank. The 4 Mutalisks here. So, yeah. Nope, that's game. Effay doesn't really have anything to deal with this, and CamoDaZ will just have the economy, like a 5 drone advantage, and with the Mutalisk pushed back into the main, extra shots can start taking out drones, and that should be it. We'll see a bit of a fight here before the Mutalisks actually get fully cleaned up, but they're lowering down, and that is going to be GG here. CamoDaZ takes it. Being able to secure an extra hatchery is so good. You don't really have the time to, or your opponent doesn't really have the time to also match your economy, just because if they fail on the pressure, it becomes so much harder to actually push through on that. So we're gonna move to our second game on Polyploid. Get this thing started. Well, we're going to have the exact same game, probably, as our players are spawning in the exact same locations. CamoDaZ as the purple Zerg in the top right, and Effay as the red Zerg in the bottom right. So we can pretty much ignore this entire half of the map, and we can pretend that we're playing on butter. So, there you go. Basically the same map. Both players scouting in the technically correct direction for the Overlords. You want to scout that counterclockwise on Polyploid. My mic is not off. I'm just watching. Unless my mic is actually off, which would be a problem. What the? Okay. Effay said, "You're not getting 2 hatcheries over me." Builds hatchery in my main base. Fuck you. So this should just be a Zergling flood. There's really no way you can not do a Zergling. Yeah, he's even hiding extra Zerglings in the back for when the scout comes. Oh, but it gets in anyways. Oh no. Yeah, so this is gonna have to be what triggers Effay to just start running across the map, because they 100%, yeah, and this is gonna be CamoDaZ, really smart. It's a sunken colony. Yeah, no, this, I think if CamoDaZ holds this, it should be a pretty easy 2-0 win. And I mean, they should be able to hold it, right? With the Sunken Colony, you set up a Zergling line here, and you basically can't be broken. 25 seconds for a Sunken. If you forget, it's actually 0 seconds. Well, can't really do much about that, can you? GGs are called. CamoDaZ with the quick 2-0. What a ZVZ that one was. That also means that GOSU won this tier for this week. Packrat still has a chance. Definitely one of the most ZVZ of all time. Packrat still has a chance to, you know, get a point on the board for 4-pool Lifeguards. So let's hop into that game and see if, you know, the rat who packs is able to, you know, prevent the complete honestly, what could potentially be a 6-0 domination of the 4-pool Lifeguards. So again, their team name is literally the 4-pool Lifeguards, and we have yet to see a 4-pool out of 3 ZVZ games at this point, because it doesn't look like we're getting one this round either. Four-pool and a ZVZ, don't do that. It's bad, but that's what makes it good, is because no one will expect it. Gotta pointing out 300 APM on these drones, maximum micro. They're being controlled manually to harvest the resources and bring them back. Well, the overlords meet each other, confirm it is still a ZVZ. I don't know if I just know nothing about ZVZ, but it just seems like Otto is kind of executing a cleaner version of whatever Packrat is doing. Otto is a bit slow sending drones to mine gas. Okay. That might explain why they got the spawning pool a bit faster or something. I don't know. Lair coming out for Packrat. First set of Zerglings running across the map. Really shouldn't get too much done since we have Zerglings coming out as well for Otto, for Packrat, for Otto here. Packrat's down here. Yeah, Packrat's just setting up the defense, getting their lair up. Love watching like the Zerglings be manually like, okay, let's put him from here, and here, and here, and here. Let's move these around just to make the perfect arc. And that's a pretty good arc. Well, it's an alright arc. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. A lot of Zerglings being sent by Otto in that are just not going to be able to break this. And Packrat, like, getting their Spire up already. Not even... The hatch is just coming out from Otto. They're floating a lot of resources. Yeah. One Zergling gets in, it's going to see the Spire. And I mean, like, what do you do, right, as Otto here? Like, you have to throw down the evolution chamber and start getting spore colonies. Is basically your only out at this point. But even then, like, I don't know. It's just, yeah, not a good... Not good here for the yellow Zerg, which means that Packrat at the very least is going to prevent a 6-0 here and move into the second game. Okay, what? I was supposed to be, oh my gosh, we have Mutalisks. Otto loses, like... Well, I mean, Otto gets into the main base here. Zerglings do kill things faster than Mutalisks. If Otto trades good here with Packrat's Zerglings, which it looks like they are... Oh, no, never mind, there's a single Muta. Oh my god! Oh, well, the Muta's got the Spore Colony. 2 drones are somewhere. Nope, there's the GG. Does your mic have an omnidirectional? Listen. I'm serious, you turn your head and the sound... Okay, hold on. Wait. Okay, yeah, that is pretty quiet. That is pretty quiet. Oh, let's try this I can't, well, I can't see OBS when I turn, the OBS when I turn my head that way. I don't know. Oh, let's go back to our splash screen. Packrat with the 1-0. They're not gonna maybe prevent the clean sweep by GOSU. Let's see what Polypoid is gonna say about it. What? All right, in the top right we have Packrat playing Zerg again. And in the top left, we have Otto trying to figure out what that weird bat thing that killed him last game was. All he knows are Zerglings. My overlay. Oh! Oh! We're back. We're in it. We did it. Top left, Otto. Top right, Packrat. Whoa, crazy. Packrat scouting towards Otto. Otto scouting towards nothing, but it's technically correct. So, good job, both players. You know how to play the game. Woo! Yeah. That's a pretty, you know, Zerg drones. There's some more drones. Got a lot of drones. Overlord coming out for Pack Rat on the 9. Otto looks like they're going to be doing a 9 pool. There it is. There it's not. There it is. Pack Rat, meanwhile, is probably just going to be doing a overpool? Overlord? Nope. Some version 12 of something. Should have done it one tile lower for the boost. Is that how that works? If this is like here, how does it, wait, which mineral patch does it boost if it's one tile lower? Oh, okay. Yeah, there's the 12, oh, there's just the second hatchery coming from Pack Rat. Oh my god! Pack Rat's going to Ling Flood. That's the complete opposite of what he did in the first game. Oh, I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Okay, first set of Zerglings coming out from Otto. That is really scary for Pack Rat, actually. That's actually super scary right now. As soon as that finishes, he needs to start the Sunken and the Zerglings. Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez. That's that's pretty late. That's pretty late. Let's see how much damage gets done. Here they come. We're at 11 drones for Pack Rat. Oh my god, the jukes. Okay. Oh my god, these Zerglings are so good. Okay, one drone falls, 2 drone about to die. Oh, no, that drone does not die, actually. Fuck you. 2 drones, this drone dies. 2 drones dead. Drones are evened up, but Pack Rat does have the base advantage. Otto, refusing to get a lair, gets Zergling speed instead, as Pack Rat gets a bunch of Zerglings and is going to be able to start Ling flooding out their opponent. They have the gas for, you know, Zergling speed as they want it. Otto, still mining gas. No lair, just floating a bunch of resources. You hate to see it. Yeah, this is going to be probably an easy win for Pack Rat, as they just have to move across the map. That's a lot of Zerglings. Oh, finally caught another group of them. 3 Zerglings still running around. Down to 7 drones for Pack Rat. Otto. Oh, his Zerglings do get caught. And there's the GG. In under 5 minutes. Pack Rat with the 2-0. That is a rough ZVZ right there. Let's go back to our splash screen. And let's go ahead and give Pack Rat that 2-0. Not a single upset match point game 3 from this group. But GOSU still takes it 2-1 against the 4-pool Lifeguards. And I know what you're thinking. Scimo, that only took, looks at OBS timer, 1 hour and 19 minutes and 3 seconds. That is not enough for a single cast. And you're right. And if you read the announcement, you would know that we're doing a second group today. We're doing week 3 of the 4-pool Lifeguard versus Emu Directorate. So, you know, 4-pool Lifeguard, we said, you know what? This match, it wasn't theirs. We got to give them a second chance. It says, this is tier 1, right? I have no idea. I just keep grabbing the second group. I don't know. Dada, you're the... I pull these off of the list that you posted in the caster chat. Hold on, let me find them. Yeah, this is the tier 1. Yeah. You expect me to have the whole list memorized. I do, actually. You're the glue that holds the CPL together, the casting crew together. Yeah, so we're gonna go and we're gonna start up this second match here, or the second group here. I'm gonna take a very short break, refresh my coffee, get some snacks, and and then we'll be back with Amy Ashen versus Sloth in a PVZ. Just looking at these games real quick. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah. So we'll be back in an amount of time, maybe 10 minutes. Do I have a break thing set up? I do. That's not... We're past 1:45. Let's say it's, what, 2:21 right now, EST? Let's just say 2:30. We'll be back momentarily.